Hey you. Good evening and morning to you. If you're awake and you like space games, then you're probably aware the trailer that leaked was deleted then re-uploaded by Frontier. I'm talking of course about Frontier's new Odyssey trailer in which the main attraction is space legs. Space legs? Nah, apparently they really did it. Or are doing it. Or they're kinda doing it. There's some speculation going on about that, so let's dive on in. Sub up, like up, and ring up like a boss. So as soon as I woke up, I had DMs and a bunch of mentions about this new trailer, so let's start there. If I were leading the Space Legs parade out the gate, I probably wouldn't just march out. I'd go Willy Wonka style and start with my commander sitting in the chair as usual, like we've seen the last X amount of years. And then some fingers start to twitch or tap against the chair, and then the commander stands up like a boss, then looks at the co-pilot where we see them on this desert world from inside of the ship. Cue the Star Wars wipe to them on the surface and on with the rest of the trailer. But that's just how I get down. Anyway, the first thing we see is pre-alpha in-game footage. Pre-alpha is a long way to go before release, so either this was captured a really long time ago, or first quarter or even second quarter may be pushing it a little bit. Either that or Frontier is about to shift development from first gear all the way up to fifth in just a matter of months. The first sound effects of the ship flying by sounds a little stock. I think I have them in my own library, and that may mean nothing, but it's leading me to some other conclusions, which I'll talk about a little later. The planet, or more likely the moon, shows that they've been ramping up their procedural generation tech a bit. An approach has never looked this good in Elite. Elite bodies have a more one-to-one scale than Star Citizen, which means they have their jobs cut out for them if they're gonna feature anything but random fractals for terrain. Earth-like worlds? I don't know, man, but they already pulled this rabbit out their hat, so why not? I wish they didn't cut the approach, because that would tell us a lot more. How crazy is re-entry into actual atmosphere gonna play out? Will the LODs hold up from orbit to landing? Can Spaceball 1 even handle an atmospheric landing? These are the things we need to know, people. Beautiful shot of the Cobra Mark III flying in. Curious about what's going on here with the ground detail. Almost looks like they masked out some blurs and color graded them up a little bit. I thought I might just be tripping, but when you take it frame by frame, you can start to see hidden details pop out as the Cobra passes by. Is there some secret sauce underneath, or did they just recompress some H.264 footage a few too many times? A lot to talk about here. The Pilots Federation insignia is displayed on the armor chesticle, so it's triple elite old school now? Is it now quadruple elite with the addition of FPS combat, or does this open up a bigger variety like elite sniping, elite science, elite dart champion, elite surfing perhaps, just for a little while, just to see how it feels? The guns, I mean that's obvious, but man is there gonna be a wailing and a gnashing of teeth about FPS combat. There's so many commanders who declared that they will quit if this feature is added, even though Braven said it was his original vision. So, you know they're not actually gonna quit, right? They'll come up with an excuse. I got faith in them. The armor though, looks like quite a departure from Rimlock. Really, the Rimlock suits are a released version of Star Citizen's undersuit, so I'm wondering, are there several manufacturers now, like in Star Citizen? Whatever the case, you'll be picking your loadout when you throw on the armor over your skinny jeans. His armor is more bulky, the chest is strapped down over the top of a Rimlock suit, the shoulders out for more protection. Her armor is more streamlined with the exception of more pronounced clavicle section. His allows him to more easily lay on his stomach to provide sniper fire. Hers will hold up better in a head-on engagement. Both commanders have their primary weapon. The guy has a sniper rifle that looks like it does energy damage. The woman has an assault rifle, likely with more conventional rounds inside. The sidearms look identical, but the packs on their left, not your left, are different. Anybody's guess as to what he's carrying in his hard pack, but she's got a softer pack, almost like a satchel that will contain first aid equipment, maybe even water. And I can just hear the screams now if you have to drink water and survive in environments. I heard enough of that in Star Citizen, and it turned out to not be a big deal. But I'm a little creeped out by how it looks when you're eating a hot dog, especially a double dog. Just saying. Anyway, he got a couple packs secured around the torso armor with symbols that I'm gonna guess signify ammo. So my point is, FPS play isn't just tacked on, which some of my content creator buddies were worried about for some reason, but there it is. Something that's been long overdue that they've resolved with this is putting to use the character that you create, and they finally done it.
We want to see your face. Who said that? You want to see my face? Play, go on, bro.
Seeing your character isn't the biggest of details, except when you don't. In all these years, you've had to flip through several preset cameras to catch a glimpse of that good-looking commander in the pilot seat. And if you were anywhere but in empty space, you'd have to hurry up and get back to the normal view before you crash into something. So this would be a nice new experience of seeing yourself interacting with the galaxy. I guess that also means I have to redo my Star Citizen for Elite Dangerous series. Maybe even reverse the titles. I know this isn't the shot to get an exact sense of scale, but they're kind of looking like it got a little shrinkage going on here. Isn't this a hot planet? I really like how the jetpacks don't look too controlled, like he could have taken a big spill if he didn't get that timing right. Love the parallax in that shot too, epic stuff. Landing pad in the middle of nowhere that doesn't seem to drop down into the ground. Maybe, it's out of focus so you can't tell for sure. So what's an anti-Legite to do? Probably nothing. It's been a long time coming. If executed, it'll be a big game changer, and hey, it's coming whether they like it or not, so nothing they can do. They got till next quarter to pretend to be a ship with no actual person inside. They stated early next year, so I'm pretty sure first quarter is out, maybe late second quarter. Then again, there's speculation that Odyssey may be its own self-contained thing. You could interpret the text that way. Take your first steps on an epic journey. My boy Captain Rico thinks we may see open mode, private, solo, and Odyssey. Could this be a Squadron 42-like episodic narrative? That'd be interesting. Would it change your mind about the content though? It's a paid update, so this could be an optional thing that doesn't affect the MMO aspect. The trailer's definitely a departure from every other trailer that we've seen from Frontier. Art direction a little different, or at least has a different feel to it. A single landing pad, as in no other ships can land at this place. Definitely not gonna be trading here or selling mined ore. Maybe data running. And did they put a typo in their own name, or is there some deeper subtext going on? Where's the colon? I mean, it seems more likely a typo, which kind of leads me to believe that at minimum, the trailer was outsourced, and at most, work on the entire space legs aspect was contracted out, which, if Odyssey is its own self-contained story, then kind of start to make a little sense. Till then, I'm taking all bets. Big up and special shout out to the 9, count 'em, 9 wise men, aka executive producer extraordinaires of this joint, like the subliminal show enough. Odin, the Rojo Jello, Gino Guerin, aka Corvette Commander, Hold On, aka Tarboy's villain, Mysterious Mike Alvera, Saucy One, the Warcraftian Warrior, Pizza Master, the Frontline Lifesaver, what a boss, man, Slick Dick Dansley, yo man, and NM Hero, I'ma need a witness for that story, man. Shout out to all the fans supporting the Dig That in Space Sim Marts. Salute to Commander Blackout, Diedrichs, The Mother, Busser Boy, Guillotine Girl, SM, Generalissimo, Commander Dr. Digital, Space Pirate McMorgan, Zayla Maru, Commander Leviathan Soul, Timeout 420 Twin, Trainman Rob, Epion X, Deadeye IO, and Buster Psycho. Big thanks Familia. It takes a couple hours to push the plaque out, so bear with your boy for another video here. Till the next time, fly dirty.